Yellow. This was shared by ShowTime Sports, and the overall result was pretty spontaneous. Leo Santa Cruz actually seemed pretty confident overall. The strike that caught him completely caught him by surprise, where Gervonta Davis initially had the pressure. He backed off partway through the fight, but then reapplied it in the 6th round, putting on hard pressure in the 6th. From there, he ended up landing this. It all seemed to happen so quickly, to a point where the actual body mechanics involved were very hard to see. How did Gervonta Davis land such devastation despite the windup? He did land one pretty notably partway through the fight, but this one here was straight up perfect. Taking a closer glance, Gervonta Davis, he was doing everything to keep Leo Santa Cruz on the back foot, moving into Leo with a high guard, often throwing powerful shots to the body. He wanted Leo to be on the back foot, and he wanted Leo near the ropes. Why? First, if you're on the back foot, constantly resetting your feet, you're striking off backwards momentum, and or your feet may not be planted to properly distribute mass. You're constantly resetting them, thus moving backwards. You just don't get the same level of power to compensate. One usually circles or moves laterally, but because he was being forced backwards, even when Gervonta was tagged, it wasn't too much of a problem. Also, by physically forcing Leo to the ropes, he would not be able to back away from the load-up of his Bolo uppercuts the same way. It's the same reason as to why Golovkin uses high pressure and his power jab to force his opponents back to the ropes. He likes being the aggressor. When he does, that's when he starts to swing with his Mexican style. In essence, it makes the opponent's defensive options more predictable and puts them in a position where they are more likely to make a mistake from all that immense pressure. That's exactly what we see here, except instead of Golovkin's Mexican-style haymaker throughout the fight, we saw Gervonta Davis attempt to time a Sugar Ray Leonard-style Bolo uppercut. Here, look at how Gervonta Davis slips. He throws his right arm out as a counterbalance for the slip, making it faster, shaving off fractions of a second for the execution. Then, watch as he generates elastic energy, throwing his left arm down. This does sacrifice defensive responsibility for the uppercut as it creates a bigger opening, but for sure, the trade is a lot more power. Now, also note Leo's tendency. He's been getting comfortable touching Gervonta Davis. He's been doing pretty well just straight up touching Gervonta while he's being pressured onto the back foot. But watch this here. Leo, maybe he's getting a little too comfortable, maybe even a little arrogant. Who knows absolutely for sure, but the window is getting bigger and bigger as his right hand comes through and resets from a down position. He's following through heavily and his arm is coming down before it comes back to the chin. Usually, if you throw a punch responsibly, it comes straight with the serratus, moving the shoulder to block the chin, and the hand comes straight back on that same line to quickly protect the chin once more. But Leo Santa Cruz, he's loading up more and more for each punch, following through and dropping his hand before it comes back. The fundamentals of Leo's defensive responsibility have been lost, and his hand did not return to his chin in time. Let's touch him even harder, I can probably hurt him. That one moment where Gervonta felt the intention, he throws the arm out, slips, which in turn gave Tank Davis the perfect window. Boom. Like a bolt slung from Zeus, Gervonta Davis's slip had his left make connection before Leo's hand could come back in time. Perfect timing, paired with power, gave the lights no choice but to go out.